Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Advice with Mike. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy. Now, if you're new to the channel, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. This is the show where you guys send in your messiest, toxic, most out-of-pocket predicaments, and I attempt to break them down, giving my honest and unbiased feedback. Now, listen, I'm a comedian, not a therapist, so ain't no guarantee I'll be able to help fix your life, but I can provide laughter along the way and call it like I see it. So without any further ado, let's get into the episode. We've been talking for 2 months and I think it's time to take it to the next level, but she disagrees. What's good, bro? Check this out, right? I met this fine little thing at a Drake concert and we exchanged contact info. What's her Instagram? Nah. It's for market research purposes and whatnot. In the 2 months that we've been talking, I've taken her out to dinner 7 times and I also bought her several gifts as well. Damn, you keeping meticulous receipts. Is you using these dates as a tax write-off? When I'm courting a woman, I like to go all out, right? Like this video if you think he's full of shit. So for our last date, I told her, meet me at the mall so I can buy her a dress and some jewelry because I was taking her somewhere special. Alexa, play Babe by Skilla Baby. I get everything she needs, dress, heels, necklace, and got her hair and nails done. Simp. The night was amazing, but as we're leaving the event, we get in the Uber and she said, you're such a good friend and the way you treat me is exactly why I won't accept the bare minimum from a guy who wants to be with me. These men need to take notes on how you're supposed to treat a woman. Nah, say swear to God she didn't say that to your simp ass. Alexa, play Just a Friend by Biz Marquee. Pathetic. Mike, I wanted to snap on her. I said, what do you mean friend? I thought we were dating. Nah, you thought wrong. You didn't threw on that cape and turned in the Captain credit card. She laughed and said, why would you think that? We haven't done anything together to make you feel that way. Laughed? Nah, that's nasty work. City girls up like 1,000. We haven't even kissed, so what made you think we were dating? You're just my friend. Bruh, how could I be so wrong, or is she trying to gaslight me knowing that she was leading me on? Mike, what should I do next, bro? When I was young, my dad would always tell me, why pay for the cow when the milk is free? When I was younger, I never understood what that meant. And this was him giving me game about how to deal with women. If you got a shorty that you can beat cheeks without having to take her out on dates, buying her gifts, none of that stuff, you getting the milk for free, why would you pay for the cow? And then as I got older, I understood that. So here's one or two things, right? Initially, when I read it, I'm like, oh, she's getting the milk for free, so why would she pay for the cow? That's how I was looking at it at first. But then I'm like, okay, what made her just tell you in an Uber, like, yo, you're such a good friend? Because you didn't insinuate that you was like trying to imply to her that you was ready to like clap the cheeks or be in a relationship with her. Nothing. Y'all just went out on a date. She spent all that. You spent all that money on her. Y'all went somewhere nice, y'all get in the Uber, and out of the clear blue, she hit you with that. So either one or two things. Either you're super oblivious and delusional, and she never really gave you any signs that y'all was dating, but you so goofy, you thought you was, and you start doing the stuff that you would normally do when you're trying to get a woman. Like you said, when I'm courting a woman, I go all out. Maybe you shouldn't do that from now on. Maybe you should take it slow, a little coffee here and there, a little walk in the park, see if they even like you, because you sound like you down about a stack and a half right now on this joint, you know what I'm saying? Maybe 2 bands. I don't know what you were spending on the dinners and all that and the gifts, but you sound like you're down bad right now, you know what I mean? Even the score up, my boy, it's lopsided. So either you was doing what you thought you should have been doing and ignoring the friend zone signs, or she really is gaslighting you and she was doing all those things, just dangling a steak in front of you, just little innuendos and little things that make you keep hope, like, oh, one day I'm gonna get to sniff it. No, you ain't, you know what I'm saying? And then maybe, just maybe tonight, her conscience set in and she started feeling bad, like, damn, he done bought me a necklace, he done got my hair and nails done, an outfit, all this. I gotta hit him with the subtle, oh, you're such a good friend, because that is the concrete. Now there's no gray area, it's black and white, you know what it is. Now if you choose to keep doing stuff, that's on you. Because she didn't already told you what your place is. So I'm thinking that's what happened. That's what it sounded like to me. She probably started to feel bad about all the stuff he was doing and knew eventually he was going to want something. And she wasn't willing to give it up. So she was like, all right, boom. After we leave here, let me hit him with this. Because now the ball's out of her court. Whatever you choose to do now, you're either a victim or a volunteer. You know what I'm saying? That's up to you. But I guess she was like, I didn't got enough out of him. But I'm certain it's one of those two things. She was either leading you on for real, doing little subtle stuff, just enough to where you can't say, well, what about when you said this? Or what about when you did this? She's like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, I never even held your hand. I gave you a little side church hug. Like, I never gave you no real, you know what I'm saying? What did I ever do to make you think, you know what I'm saying? She probably did little stuff just to make your dumb, naive ass be like, oh, she really likes me. and then she didn't. Or she didn't do those things, but in your mind, you weren't even paying attention. You were just doing the things that you thought you should be doing. And this is what happened. So it's one of those two things, but I actually don't know. That's it. I would not do anything. I would block her number, everything, and go about my day, because here's the thing. It's not oh, my feelings is hurt because she don't want me. Cool. Men get rejected all the time. That ain't no big deal. You know what I'm saying? But clearly you had feelings for her and you wanted it more. You wanted more than a friendship. And so that's probably why you was going all out on her, to show her like, yo, this is the world you get with me. Now she's telling you like, yo, back up. Ooh, yuck, you're a friend. You got to just dead that, block and everything, because you see her pop up on Instagram or Facebook, or, you know what I'm saying, you going through your text messages and see the last message you sent her. Oh, you look so beautiful tonight. All that stuff. That's just going to make you miss her. And now you're going to be goofy and think you can reach out again and still try to get her somehow, even though she told you what it was. So block her on everything, cut all ties, move on, charge it to the game, and let that be, you know what I'm saying, what it is. But my advice to you moving forward is stop going all in, you know what I'm saying, head first. Pause when you just meet a joint. Find out if she likes you. Ask some questions. See where y'all on the same page. Like, yo, what are you looking for? Oh, I'm just looking for friends right now. Nah, no, you're not. You looking for somebody to buy you gifts and take you out. Been there, done that. Nah, shorty, I'm good. Enjoy, love. That's what you got to do. So stop just jumping all in with these joints and get to know them first and see where they at. That's my advice to you, man. Stay alert, stay alive. There's double standards for men and women, and now I know exactly why that is. Hey, Mike, there's double standards for a reason, and now I see why. Yeah, but y'all only seem to be okay with the ones that benefit y'all. Yeah, I be knowing. So me and my man been together coming up on a year next month. We don't live together, but we stay at each other's houses from time to time. He stays at mine more often though, because it's nicer and closer to both of our jobs. Like this video if you think she's full of shit. One weekend we went out and party and we were supposed to go back to my house, but ended up going to his place instead. As soon as we got home, he passed out drunk. Damn, homie didn't had one too many Long Island iced teas and took his talents to the mattress. Nasty work. I went in his closet to find a shirt to sleep in, and I found the lower portion of a torso. Time out, technical foul. You found what? Nah, baby girl, leave Jeffrey Dahmer be before you the next victim. Like a sex doll, but just the bottom half. Oh, that's much better, but still the nastiest of work. I wanted to scream so loud. That was the most heinous thing I ever came across, and it totally grossed me out. Nah, my boy had the Booty Cheek 3000 stuffed in the closet like it was a pair of Jordans. I have several sex toys myself. What's your Instagram? Nah, it's for market research purpose and whatnot. But that feels like he's into something dark and disgusting. Is this something I should be worried about and confront him, or am I wrong for judging him for having toys just like I do? Shorty, if you ever walked in and caught your man mid-stroke on a half a torso, bet money you call Benson and Stabler. Mike, please tell me this is normal for men. No, absolutely not. And my man isn't some sex-addicted creep. Oh yeah, nah, without a shadow of a doubt, your man is definitely a sex-addicted creep. He is into some heinous behavior. I don't know not one man who bought the lower torso of a joint, the little, you know what I'm saying, the prosthetic piece, and was plowing through the cheeks with the silicone dip. That's super nasty work. Yeah, you're right. There's double standards for a reason. I can go to a shorty's crib. She could have 545 dildos just lined up across the dresser, and I'll be like, oh, she like flavor. She like different styles. She want to, you know what I'm saying? Maybe each one represents something different. I don't know. Maybe this one got a little vibrate function. Maybe this one pulsate. I don't know. She got flavors, you know what I'm saying? As soon as I walk into a dude's crib and I see the Jeffrey Dahmer setup, the lower half of the torso, just rubber cheeks and the poom, nah. I'm reporting them to Benson and Stabler. We're getting law and order right on the SVU team, right on the case. Because something got to be done. Anybody that's going to those lengths to pleasure themselves is a deviant, a sexual deviant. Need to be on some type of registry or something. Let's get him on a government watch list. Because what is you doing? You going on Amazon? What do you even type in to produce results that will show you where you could cop the lower extremity at? You know what I'm saying? Cheeks only, torso, sex doll. What are you typing in? That has never, not once in my life, crossed my mind. I know dudes in jail, they be having like the fifi, you know what I'm saying? They roll up a towel, put a little rubber glove in there. I mean, they got to do what they got to do so they stay away from the men's cheeks. I ain't mad at that. You in a cage, best of luck to you. But out in the real world, rubber pooms, The back shot mania the blow up doll, disgusting. Your man's a creep. You know what I'm saying? You walked in and saw that he passed out drizzy. He don't even know you scouring through the closet looking for a white tee to throw on, found his cheeks in there. Imagine this. Imagine you went in there, grabbed it. He ain't get a chance to power wash the dip out yet. So it's filled with the, you know what I'm saying, the offspring that passed away when they came in contact with the air. You know what I'm saying? The oxygen killed the offspring. So now they just smeared on the back of the rubber cheeks, and it's on your thumb. You grabbed it, now you got a little man juice on your thumb because it's running back out, a little cream pie action. That's disgusting. I ain't going, you know what? I just thought about something. It wasn't a whole torso dip, but I remember when I was in my motorcycle club, this was probably like 2000 and maybe 8 or 9. Yeah, probably like 2009. I'm going to go link up with my homeboy in the club. We about to go ride somewhere. I get to his crib like, yo, I'm going to jump in the shower, get dressed or whatever, just, you know, turn the TV on, whatever. I'll be out in a second. I bet. So I'm looking, he got pictures on his mantle. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the pictures, boom, moving stuff out the way. I don't know why I was being nebby. Come across just the hole. Just the, you know what I'm saying, the V, just that. I'm like, yo. It wasn't even a black, it was a white woman. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where he got that from. You know, some people would have just been like, I ain't gonna say nothing. As soon as he came out, I was like, what is this? Ah, bro, you know how I be doing. I be having the joints over here. Nah, you're a creep, bro. What is this? Nah, the one shorty, nah. I'm telling everybody in the club, you're getting fined. You're paying some extra dues because this is disgusting. Yeah, so your man, he's definitely a creep. It's not normal. Dudes is not doing that. Dudes is either, you know what I'm saying, shooting the dice, or they getting the real thing. They not buying that. That's disgusting. Stay alert, stay alive. You ever met the girl of your dreams and it seems like it's too good to be true? Yeah, me neither. Yo, Mike, have you ever met a baddie, but it seems too good to be true? Absolutely not, my man. Look at my face. Do it look like I get baddies? No. Well, I have, and I want to hear your take on it. So I've been talking to this fine-ass girl I met on IG. Like this video if you think he's full as shit. I mean, body and face is both 10 out of 10. No kids, no bad rap in the streets, none of that at all. Straight wifey material. What's her Instagram? Nah, it's for market research purposes and whatnot. So we linked up last weekend and hit the movies and dinner. Had a good time, even got some drinks later that night. She invites me back to her place and I'm excited as hell. Calm down, bro. You get one bad joint and start tweaking out. We get there and I can't lie. As fine as she is, I expect her to have a nicer place. So you think they accept a pretty face as payment for the rent? You nut? Knock it off. But anyways, we on the couch kissing and making out, and she said, let's go back to my room. So I jumped right up. Again with the cornball behavior. I'm surprised Shorty even tolerated your goofy ass this long. We go in there and finish what we started on the couch. Things start getting hot and heavy. Hot and heavy? Why you talking like a 90s rom-com? And I said, let me use the bathroom real quick. Bro, she had a black ring around her tub so thick it looked like tire marks. Nah, that's nasty work. The Talladega Nights tub is insane. I'd have had to shake and bake like Ricky Bobby and bounce. Her washcloth was hard as a rock too. She was dirty as hell. Alexa, play Project Chick by the Big Timers. I couldn't even go through with it. I told her straight up why I was leaving and she wasn't even fazed. The next day I felt bad and I tried to hit her up, but she been ignoring me. Should I let it go or should I try to get her back? Now, I ain't gonna lie, bro, story not adding up. How was you so turned off in the moment that you couldn't even go through with the Pound Town, even after you had a couple drinks in your system? You said it was getting hot and heavy, sounding crazy, sound like Mario Lopez or something. Knock it off, talking like that. This ain't Saved by the Bell, chump. You say I was getting hot and heavy, kissing, making out. You probably on full wood, pause. You see the streak around the, you know what I'm saying, the tub, the crunchy rag, and you like, nah, I can't do it. I'm out. But the next day, you blowing up her phone trying to get back with her. That means you okay with her being dirty. You dirty too. Because something not adding up. How was you that disgusted in a moment, but the next day you tweaking to get her back? I'm going to keep it a buck, bro. I think you busted off in the bathroom in a sock or something. I think you was nervous because you seen the joint was a super piece way above your threshold. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never had nothing like that. You went in there nervous, try to rub one out real quick to, you know what I'm saying, get that first one out the cannon so you don't go in there with the accidental discharge, you know what I'm saying, when you try and clear your rifle. And then after that, you just couldn't get it back up. So you came out and said something, but then that don't make sense either because you said she didn't even look phased. Like she knew that the tub was on dust and the rag was mad crispy. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, something not adding up. I'm just not going. I don't know what to tell you because this story doesn't make any sense. If you'd have just been like, "Yo, was I wrong for talking to her like that? Should I apologize?" Then I would be like, "Yeah, say sorry." You know what I mean? But like, "Yo, I overreacted. I just, you know what I mean? It wasn't for me. I apologize." You could have done any of that, but you like, I dipped, and then the next day I'm blowing up her phone, but she won't answer me. Should I keep trying to get her back? What the hell are you talking about? So what really happened? I want you to write back in and tell me the truth because I don't even have any advice because I don't know. Like, okay, let me step back. Let's just say that everything you're saying is 100% true. And you're saying, should you just let it go or should you try to get her back? Well, here's the thing. If the dirty tub and the washcloth turned you off so much, there's your answer right there. Why would you try to go get her back? And the fact that she's not answering your phone calls, whatever, that just makes it easier on you. You already did the hard part the night before by telling her, "Yo, you dirty and I'm cool, I'm out." That's the hard part. Most times, men, we can't say that. We gotta, "Oh, my stomach hurt." We gotta make up an excuse because we can't hurt a woman's feelings. That's just the way the world works. The fact that you was willing to just mash her feelings, you didn't give two shits. You was like, "Yo, your tub dirty, your rag hard, I'm out." That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You playing with fire right there. She might have went and got the Roscoe from the cupboard and dumped a couple in you and said you try to take it. You know what I'm saying? The self-defense type motto. She let you roll. Now you blowing up her phone. Here's the thing. I don't know why you're blowing up her phone because why do you want Dirtball back if that's the case? She's probably on the other line like, how dare he talk to me like that, then think he's just going to call me the next day like nothing happened. She's a woman who has feelings, who has emotions. She probably kept a straight face in the moment that you said it to her, but she was probably humiliated. She was probably embarrassed. She probably felt some type of way, but she just didn't let you know it because she didn't want to give you, you know what I'm saying, the gratification of seeing her be in that corner like that. She probably was like, "All right, well, enjoy your night." You left thinking it was all kiki, went home, probably rubbed one out again if you didn't really do that the first time, went to sleep, woke up the next day like, "Oh, I feel bad." I don't know what's up with you, bro, but I can tell right now from the story, I honestly think that this was your first baddie. You went in there, yourself, a little self-love, got it off, couldn't get it back up because you was done. You didn't shot your load, pause. And then you went out and just made up something. And she probably didn't react because she probably knows you're a liar. Like, what? Okay, have a good night, bro. Like, who's he talking about? Went in there like, "Oh, there's a little spot on the top." You know what I'm saying? Like, either that's the case or that whole part of it's made up. You said something to her to leave, and that's the end of it, and you just wrote me to see if I'll read the letter. Now I'm kind of feeling stupid because I think I just took the bait and read some bullshit. I'm going to be honest with you. So I don't have no advice for you. I already gave you somewhat of advice. Don't write me again with no bullshit like this, all right? I got the email that you wrote it from. I think you playing around. Stay alert, stay alive. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this episode of Advice with Mike. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy. I hope you guys enjoyed me as much as I enjoyed you. And if so, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Like this video. Matter of fact, leave me a comment. Let me know what advice you would have gave them. And who knows? Maybe you got your own toxic tale to tell about a shady friend or an entanglement you need help untangling. If so, feel free to drop me a letter at the email provided below, and I'll make sure to read it in the future segment of Advice with Mike. Now, with that being said, our time together has come to an end. But just remember, stay alert, stay alive.